What up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is my ranking and overview of the Spider-Man Wave Armadillo Build-A-Figure series. Before I get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up, like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. You know how this goes, rating scores aside, going to rank all 8 figures from my least favorite to my very top favorite. Now, with that said, let's go! Starting with the movie figures first, which were my least favorite. Coming in at the bottom is Doctor Strange. This just didn't do for me. It was way too stiff for posing, and after seeing the new Multiverse of Madness Doctor Strange with a much better sculpt and cape, as well as the Defender Strange, those put this to shame. The best thing this has going on is the head sculpt, best Benedict Cumberbatch likeness. Happy if you like it, but again, not for me. Next is JONAH Jameson. We get 2 new heads and hands on the scrawnier suited body. This is over strange for me, as this is Jameson's first official MCU figure and complements the movie Spider-Man figures in this wave. Hoping to get a Raimi version if they do a Spider-Man 20th anniversary line like they did with the X-Men last year. After JONAH Jameson, I'm giving it to the black and gold suit Spider-Man. After seeing the movie, I have more of an appreciation for this figure. It actually made me want a little bit more of it in the film, but the usage time was appropriate. The print they used for the techie glyphs are very impressive, just wish they added them on the back. But like every Legends MCU Spider-Man, it suffers from not having wall-crawling hands, and this body is a little oddly proportioned. Still, I appreciate the cobwebbing being painted on this, which the gold paint looks really nice. The integrated suit is my favorite out of the movie figures. The figure had the potential to be a 10 because it's really good articulation-wise, sculpt-wise, and the proportions are the best I've seen on any MCU Legend Spider-Man. All it needed was cobwebbing paint and wall-crawling hands. Maybe even a battle-damaged Tom Holland Parker head, which we have yet to get. Overall, it's still a good figure. Morlun is in the middle for me. I like the character and the figure looks good. He is undersized, so he should have been bigger. Would have been a great opportunity to introduce a taller suited body. 2 heads that look similar would have helped if he had a neutral face with a stern stare. Fist inclusions also would have helped. Some stuff missing for this guy, but I had a lot of fun photographing him. Morlun has been one of the best comic villains since he debuted 20 years ago. One of the most brutal villains I've ever seen, almost killing Spider-Man, bathing his blood all over the New York City streets. I rated him an average score. It's an average figure with a few new highlights. The handholds should bring us a Spider-Man animated series Morbius soon, which I think will be the best Legends Morbius figure, as the others didn't really impress me all that much. I still recommend getting this figure to bolster your Spider-Man and or Black Panther villains. At my number 3 spot, I'm giving it to Armadillo. The sculpt is one of the finest this year. Articulation is much better than I expected. He's built like a Baf. If you're a fan of big beefy Bafs, then this is up your alley. The grappling hands will allow you to pull off some wrestling maneuvers when posing him. That's what made it really fun for me. This is such a great figure and deserves a lot of love. If he's not in my top 10, he's definitely in my top 15 to 20. One of this year's best Legends. The number 2 spot belongs to Shriek. I've been dying to get this character in Legends forever, and it comes at the right time as they are implementing the double jointed elbows on the comic female figures. All new smaller female adult body mold here, and it looks fantastic. All pinless helps with the articulation range on this and makes her look sleek and smooth. The paint job is perfect as it's coated correctly, and I didn't have any paint bleeds or mishaps on mine. Accessories gave her a good selection of hands, and I just wish she had a screaming head option. This default head is still lovely. She has that crazy cute smile, and it's good to finally have Carnage's squeeze while getting closer to completing the Carnage family. A new era for female Legends starts here. Coming in at number 1, it's a no-brainer if you saw my reviews leading up to this point, and of course, it's the Gamerverse Spider-Man Miles Morales. Hasbro is really taking the Gamerverse world more serious now due to the success of the Spider-Man games. Can you imagine how an updated advanced suit will look like after this? They absolutely nailed it here with this all-new sculpt from scratch that matches 99% of his video game counterpart. Everyone is praising this figure as it should be praised. Whoever thinks this figure is meh or whack, then they are either on some crack, something is wrong with them, or they just have no soul at all. I saw some folks complain that the neck is too long. Go back and check the game, as he had a lanky neck. I don't mean Google images, I mean actually go and play the game to see it moving on all angles. It's fine as is. The accessories are what we should have with every Spider-Man figure, with a bunch of hands and alternate heads, so we get that here. The Venom Strike hands are a great addition, and I like how translucent it is, which allowed me to make it pop in my photography. The sculpt of the costume likeness and articulation is top of the line for the brand. I'm in love with this figure, and you'll fall in love with it too when you have it in hand. You'll find many things to appreciate about it. After this figure, I'm hoping to get an entire Spider-Man Gamerverse wave, lots of Baf potentials, and we'll have a deep character selection between Spider-Man PS4, Miles Morales, and now the new sequel for Spider-Man PS5. Don't even get me started for the new Wolverine game set in the same universe, because I'll want that shit too. Anyways, this figure is going to be on majority of top 10 lists, I feel, deservingly so. Not including Bafs, HasLabs, Deluxe, whatever. If we're talking about just 6-inch figures and not oversized ones, this is arguably the best 6-inch Legends figure this year. And my final rating of the wave as a whole, I'm going with a 7.5 out of 10. The only figure that I gave a bad score was Doctor Strange. The movie figures are average, but I think you'll have fun with posing the integrated suit Spider-Man. The comic figures are solid, no doubt. 3 first-timers in the line. I like Morlun, Shriek, who's one of the best female figures this year, Armadillo with his elite sculpting and one of the best Bafs as well. The Gamerverse beats the comic and movie ones. It's the winner here of the wave with this epic Miles Morales figure. Overall, just my opinion, the wave is worth completing for Armadillo. Armadillo definitely made the wave worth it for me. Now I kick it back to you. I want to know, what is your ranking of the wave, and what would you like to see in the next Spider-Man wave from either comic, movie, Gamerverse, etc.? Jot them down. Comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. That was my ranking and overview. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Link is in the description below. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace.